Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to another Brick in the Mall. It's day 22 here, and BoundMart has just closed for another successful day of business with no walls. It's gonna be a bit of a weird episode, I think, because it's gonna take us so long to get some money in order to pay off our debt. I'm almost kind of tempted, because if you didn't know, there are loans in this game. I am kind of tempted to take out a loan. It does work out a little bit funky. Like, basically what you say is you say how much you want to pay back each day, and then it tells you how much you can loan, and you also say how much or how long the debt lasts for as well. So it is a bit bizarre. You know what, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to pay back around about 400 a day. This will take us out of it, because I want to see, for 20 days, I want to see if we can pay this back early. We can't. Okay, good to know. But hey ho, it does mean we can build this wall back in here. Like so. That's how I wanted it to be in the first place. Okay, so basically, I've got a little bit more left to do on the old first mall section here. From what I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build the foundations out to where I want the clothes store to go. So I want the clothes store to go. Oh, so there's going to be a wall here, then the corridor. So there's going to be a wall, a double door, then a wall, and then the clothes store finishes here. I think that's how I want it to be. So how much is that? That's a 4 section right there. Okay, let's try and do it. Let's get some foundations, and let's try and... Oh, already I don't have enough money. Can I just do it there? Because I think it needs to go like that. How much is that going to cost us? $9,000. Okay. maybe it's going to be a while before we get this sorted out. But it's another day back in BoundMart, making money. I wish there was something we could do to maybe bump up our profits, at least temporarily, so we can get that money. But honestly, I think the best course of action right now is to speed through the game a bit, just speed up some footage until we get some of that capital. So I'm going to speed things up, and missed opportunity restaurant. I'll be back with you guys once we've done some stuff. I'm also going to obviously work on unlocking some of these, which is going to be fantastic. I'll probably just do restaurants, night hours, and then electronic supplier. So yeah, I'm going to speed through the game, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. And hey, whilst we're watching this whole speed up moment, we may as well go through the comment left on the last episode, which I decided to talk about. It's from Chloe Tyson, and she says, "I love this series!" She literally yelled it from the rooftop. You can see it's on all caps. "But I don't understand why you demolished it. I thought you could just connect the stores to the other stores. But if that's what you want to do that." It kind of feels like my mum telling me off. You know, if that's what you want to do, then do that. Yeah, you can connect them to other stores, but the thing about the starting area is you start right in the top right-hand corner, so there's not really much room to expand. Obviously, you can expand like down and left, but I really do want my main mall complex to be in the middle of the map. So hence why currently we're just building a quick store to build us up some capital so that we can afford to build the road network out there and build up the giant mall. Like I said, I'd love a planning feature in the game so I can start planning out what store to put where. But for now, it looks like we're just going to go ahead and do a small complex here with just 3 stores. Basically BoundMart, I'm going to put a clothing store in here and a fast food restaurant. And yeah, I just needed to demolish a little bit of it to rearrange to make room for the sort of indoor corridor section. So that's why that's happened. Another day, another dollar. We got it all the way up to day 26 now, and looks like we're going to get a decent profit. Hang on, how much profit have we been getting? Around about 2,000, so yeah, I can see that. Oh, by the way, yeah, we finished restaurants 1 and night hours, so we're now going to work on electronic supplier, which would be fantastic. I'm tempted just to open up a tiny shop first, and then expand that shop as I expand everything else. I think that's probably going to be the best use of my money. Since I've now got the 10,000, I need to build this area, but then it might cause a bit of issues when I try and expand later on. So I think what I'm going to try and do overnight, let's try and slow it down a bit, is start building in. Oh no, well, pardon me. I've been drinking Fizzy Pop while I was waiting for that speed up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and build in. Oh, how do I want this? I think I want the door there and a checkout counter. Where are we? To go. Oh no, okay, no door there then. I want the checkout counter to go there, so I want the staff door to go here, because this is going to be our clothing store, and I actually want the door there and the wall there. It's going to be too late to open. Actually, no, it's not going to be too late to open this. We can do this. Okay, let's assign this as a store. We will call, or we will, it's going too quick. I'm going to have to pause it. Our store is going to be a clothing store. Now, I'm going to do what I talked about last episode and name this after a viewer. And obviously the first one is going to be named after Cameron, because it's Cameron. And you've got to have everything named after Cameron, otherwise Cameron gets upset. So I thought long and hard about this, and I've got an idea for a store later on which is going to be more specialized, which I'm going to name, sort of dedicate to Cameron. But for now, this just general clothing store is going to be called Camacrombie and Finch, because it's Camacrombie. Yeah. Okay. Got it? Cool. Let's add the storage in there. And we obviously need some Camacrombie store Finch. Okay, that's really weird actually. Can I put a plus? Like that? Does that work? That works. Yeah, there we go. I kind of broke the game, I think, by putting an ampersand in there. Obviously, we need a cashier. Yep, and we're going to need a stock clerk. Yep, they're both going to start at 9. The store is going to open at 9. We need some clothing, and to begin with, I'm just going to put in ladies' clothes, because obviously we don't have much room. So I think I'm just going to put some clove rails here, like that. And just see how that goes. We haven't got long to go before the store opens. Are my staff actually going to come in? Yes, they are, in 3 hours. So hopefully my builders can put those in, and we will have a brand new store open up. This is just going to be fantastic, because it means we can actually sell stuff. So I want to, as soon as they walk in, I want to hit them with dresses, then I want to hit them with coats, and then maybe pants. Yeah, because it's American, so it's going to be pants. So we now have a small clothing store open up. Don't worry, it's going to get bigger. This whole section here is going to be filled out. I've got a big plan for it. Fingers crossed. Someone here to work? Yes, someone's here to work. Okay, fantastic. Store is open. People are now going to come in and buy clothing, which is going to be amazing. We will hopefully hit more profit, we'll hit more customers, and hopefully more product types. We've already had someone come in and buy some clothes. How amazing is that? In retrospect, I could have just... Hang on. Oh, I was going to say, we don't have anyone on that till or checkout. In retrospect, I could have just added clothes to BoundMart, since a lot of supermarkets do actually sell clothing. But, oh well, whatever. Let's quickly... Which one is it? Was it this one? Yeah. So let's call this Camacrombie stock, just in case I forget, because I'll probably forget. What we got here? Queues are full. Okay, let's go back into BoundMart and see what our staff are like. Oh, that's stock clerk. Oh, cashier. Okay, so basically I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it so we've got 6 people at all times. So where are you? You start at 12. So I actually want you to start at 2. And 1 more cashier. Oh, you are all garbage. Okay, Ralph Murillo. There we go. So we've now got 6 people working in BoundMart at all times. Hopefully that should help the demand a little bit. Speed things up, because we do need some cashola, some mulla. It's going to take a while when this store, or when I expand, to get everything working properly. But hey ho, I mean, we did a little bit more. Had more customers on site. We're selling more products per day. Restaurants, still missing some sales because of restaurants. How's our parking looking? It's getting more full, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. I can't remember. Do I want to put some parking here? No, I don't think I can fit some parking here. Hey ho, the mall is closed once again. I'm almost tempted to open Camacrombie and Finch for a little bit longer, but I don't think it's worth having. I don't think we'll make as much money. I mean, yesterday we made a few extra $100 profit, but it wasn't overly amazing, mainly because we need a little bit more cash in order to bump up our sales. And again, I am almost tempted. You know what? I think I'm going to do it, because I can put, where are we, shelves? I'm pretty sure I can put some, like, yeah, underwear, shoes. There's some extra products there I can put in. You know what? Let's put it in the clothes store. I wasn't going to, but let's do it. I was going to put it in BoundMart, but since they can fit in the clothes store, let's do it. Let's put in some shoes, because women like shoes. Impulse buys. You never know, they might have shoes. Clothing. Women's shoes. And men's shoes. Because I'm willing to bet... Oh, we did the electronic supplier. That's amazing. What else can we do? Media, appliances, tools. Okay. Trying to think. I think I actually want to... I'm just going to let it run its course, because it's going to take a long time before we actually get anywhere where we can use any of the new stuff, because we need more money, basically. And until we've done this mall complex here, and once this has been running for long enough that I've got some cash, that's when I'm going to start focusing on getting a new mall section started up. Because even once you've unlocked road access, you then have to purchase this. You have to I think you have to pay 20,000 for the first one, 40,000 for the second, and I don't remember the third. But you have to pay to get rid of these roadblocks, which is kind of stupid, but oh well. Like, you spent the time researching it, you should be able to just get it, in my opinion, but whatever. Okay, restaurants, again, they still want. Selling shoes, fantastic. How many sales have we had today? Like, the most sales we've ever had is 450, that's pretty good. No one's left unsatisfied, again, also very good. Parking is at roughly half capacity, again, very good. Our store is going well. Our clothes store is shut for the day, which is great. I wonder if we actually sold anything. One thing I would like to see is, like, the throughput of the store. If you could have some sort of thing on the manage tab that could say, yeah, on Camacrombie and Finch, you know, you sold this much. I mean, I guess you can say you've sold this much here, but to me that looks like we just had 3 sales all day. No, because that would be 2, that would be 1, and then that would be 2 again, so maybe 5 sales. I'd like to see, like, a more detailed informatic of how much we've sold and when. Also, one other thing I want to do is just going to help me out, is if I put the staff door here, I want to reassign the stock for BoundMart. Zone, reassign stock to there. Mainly because... Wait, hang on. BoundMart stock, I'm going to change that. That's just going to be stock. Oh, you can't hit enter to do that. That kind of stinks. And then this is going to be BoundMart stock. Okay, cool. And then obviously you want to get rid of that door. Go, run as fast as your little legs can carry. And then obviously build in a wall there. Awesome. Okay, so that should help things out. Is that big enough? Yes, it is. So basically what I want to do is I want to have the fast food restaurant up here, so I wanted a door to get into the stock there. So rather than having a door here and then coming down to get the stock, they can just walk straight in, grab the stock. Because if you haven't noticed, they always take stock out of the bottom right corner. Don't know if you've noticed that, but that's something I've noticed. They work along the bottom row first and taking it out from the bottom right. That's why I'm trying to have the door as close to the bottom right as possible. It's just a small time-saving thing. I mean, I know this guy isn't in the bottom right, but that's because I wanted this queue to be as long as possible. Just because I don't expect the clothing store to be that busy, so we don't need a large queue. Actually, there's 3, 4, 5 people in here? Wow, okay. Maybe more people are coming in. Let's take a look at our needs. Go to clothing, because we haven't really looked into this too much. Women's shoes. So look at if we just have a store dedicated to women's shoes, we'd get so many more people in. I mean, where is women's lingerie? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, 8 people could come into our mall just looking for women's underwear. They may not all be male or female even. I just dismissed those without even looking. It was probably because this queue was full. We're getting close to getting another £10,000 reward, but to be fair, we've got quite a lot of cash at the minute. So I'm wondering how much it's going to cost me to fill in this whole section here. $56,000. Okay. Maybe we need to work in sections. Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. 28,000. I want to definitely do that section next. 28,000, which essentially is just one more achievement, quote-unquote achievement, and we're good to go for that. We've got our tiny little store up and running. We just need a little bit more money. How much money are we paying back? I wish I could pay off the debt. Like, oh, I can pay it off early. Remaining debt, 5,000. Okay, this makes me a lot happier because I can just crank out a massive loan. Say, okay, what if we go to 14 days like the other one? So we both technically pay it off at the same time. But how much money do I need? Like 27,000? How about no? that's going to cost me a lot of money. That doesn't say how much we're paying back each day in debts. Yeah, 396. To be fair, that's a lot of profit for having just one extra tiny store. We've pretty much doubled our profit. That's actually quite insane. Once again, how much do I need in order to expand this to where I want it to be? 28,000. I only need 11,000 more dollars. Like, here's the thing. If I just wait, I'm pretty sure I could get that in... How many sales did I do yesterday? Just under 500. I don't know, actually, because it does mean it would have to be like 3 days. But I think what I'm going to have to do here, guys, is call it quits for today. We made a little bit of progress. We've got Camacrombie and Finch up and running. Hopefully next episode, what I want to do is build in this section here. So we've got a bit more corridor. We can expand Camacrombie and Finch so it has more items in it. And then hopefully with the 10,000 we get from expanding that store, because we should definitely get the sell 50 types of products, we can upgrade this section here and build in a fast food restaurant. That is going to be the plan, and then I'm going to maybe spend some time prettying it up, like do some floor tiles here. Like, how much is that going to cost? 50 per? No thanks. No. Oh, okay, well I'll just put that in, so I might as well finish it off. There's only like 1,000, I guess. That's some expensive floor tiles. So we can pretty things up and put some different floors in and stuff like that. So that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all very much for watching episode 6, I think, of Another Brick in the Mall. I, of course, will see you all in the next one. Thanks once again for watching, and goodbye.